All right, so Romania did a wonderful thing, and this is my opinion of it. Now, I'm gonna say some good things. I'm gonna say also some bad things, what I didn't like about the whole thing. But basically, what happened was that the Romanian government, the newly elected government, they just voted in a law that would decriminalize certain acts of political misconduct. So, of course, we did something about it. This is my opinion of it. Yeah? Let's begin. What I liked about it, the self-correcting aspect of it. You know what I mean? Because in the first day, people mobilized, but there was chaos. But in the second day, for example, on Facebook, a lot of people started posting about how dirty the first night was. People leaving their shit, their bottles, their fucking garbage. Second night, people corrected that shit. I loved it. On the first night, people wanted it for it to be retracted. And on the second night, people wanted it canceled because that was the correct way to go, right? Another thing I liked was the creativity of it. I mean, were there some hacks? You should have taken me out to dinner before you fucked me. That's like a South Park fucking joke. And, we all steal, don't we, colleagues?
Well, then could we at least pull up here and get some dinner? Because I like to be wined and dined after I've been fucked. Mom, the least you could do is kiss me first, because I like to be kissed before I get sucked.
If I was gonna fuck my son, I'd kiss him first.
But besides that, the creativity, pretty fucking cool. Check out a few examples. I don't know how many that was. Depends on my laziness. It might have been one picture, it might have been none, it might have been a picture of Arya's feet. Who knows? It was the feet, wasn't it? Cool. The third thing I liked was the sense of unity of it. Like the moments with the silence and the phones, that was cute. I like the fact that they, the anthem was sung a bit too many times. You know what I mean? It was like every hour, I think. Considering that the fucking first words of the anthem are like, get smart Romanian, you'd have thought we'd have done it by now, but whatever, we had to repeat it. I didn't, but I have my reasons. And the most major thing I liked about it, it was that it spiked some awareness regarding some things that needed to be addressed. Like the importance of a vote, like should we just be blind to every law, the fucking parliament, or should we as citizens, maybe be more involved or informed? I think that's more important. And that was one aspect of it that it was addressed, right? Our ability as a nation to fucking stay involved and give a shit. Because people are gonna be fucking corrupt, you know what I mean? The people are corrupt. You put them in power, power corrupts. It's not just Star Wars, you know what I mean? That's fucking like a movie based on a fucking general truth. Power corrupts. I need more whiskey. What kind? What kind, Arya? What kind will fucking pay us? So, no kind so far, I guess. Here's what I didn't like. It was, first of all, the usage of kids within the propaganda, you know what I mean? They just use little kids and they put these little fucking cards on them like, my father fought for the revolution, my grandfather in the war, now it's our turn, you know what I mean? And it was like 6-year-old kids. And another one like, you don't even know, the main political bad dude, right? You don't even know how small you're starting to be, and the other kid is like 3 years old. What the fuck? I mean, it's just, and a lot of people in the squares and all that shit, they were bringing their kids, putting these fucking signs on them. Listen, dude, they don't even have the concept of their own fucking weenies, you know what I mean? You're putting like this shit like it's their turn will be to fucking fight or whatever when their turn will be. When they fucking 18 to 55. Dude, if you want to take them in the square and enhance their civic, spirit or whatever, make them feel like, it's important to be part of something and to stand for something, that's cool. Give them a little fucking flag, give them a lollipop, put their fucking like big goofy Mickey Mouse hats on. Let them enjoy it, but don't fucking make political messages. Stop using your kids. Second of all, the numbers on social media. Was it 100,000? Was it 200,000? Was it 150,000? I feel like it was a bit exaggerated. I've been there a couple of nights. It didn't feel like 200,000 or 300,000. But people, it's like the dick size, you know what I mean? It was overestimated, but I don't feel like by much. But still, like, you know, when it's 15.3 and you're like, it's 16. It was like that. You know what I mean? A bit of exaggeration from our side, because they exaggerated too. Something like that. Cool. But still kind of shitty. The third thing was a couple of pictures, like similar pictures circulated, like when the protests started to get international, you know, coverage. A few pictures appeared on Facebook like, look, Europe, this is how you do a peaceful protest, right? It's like, of course, man, it's Romanians, you know, we have to like just brag a little bit. It's that like ex-communist country inferiority complex where we have to show somebody, look, Europe, this is how you do it. It's just a bit of vanity. And also our women are the prettiest. Like, can we skip that part? Can you just downplay it modestly, you know, like, thanks for the coverage. Thanks for, you know, the support from other countries. I don't know, maybe I'm being too cynical. I mean, in the end, you gotta expose your best assets. You know what I mean? That's what Romania did. You gotta show a nipple. You gotta, you know, you gotta fucking make yourself noticed. If they won't pump you up, you have to pump up yourself. Maybe that's what that was. Maybe I'm too cynical. But it was the entitledness of it. Like, that slippery slope always concerns me. You know what I mean? Because you go towards that, like, our party thing, your party's wrong. You fucking associate, you know, we're right. 15 years past, you associate you being right. This is the first ones who did a proper revolution. You know, you fucking get yourself drunk with that word. Next thing you know, a fucking charismatic dude happens, right? That's what fucking happens. That's where it goes to if you associate. That's why I never fucking got teams. I never got teams, man. I like the Celtics. I'm a basketball player, you know, a basketball fan. I like the Celtics because of Paul Pierce. Then the fucking dream team happened. Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen, you know, they won a title. I was a huge fan. They fucking got old. They left. I still followed them until they finished their careers. I'm saying, like I always said, like, to me, the country is the fucking, it's what it's made of at this time. Fuck the historical pride. Like, you gotta have some pride, but that's a slippery slope. All I'm saying is it's easy to get bathed in that fucking sense. That sense of unity is, you know, a two-bladed fucking sword. That's not the expression. It's a two-way street. It feels good in the beginning, you know, you feel a sense of unity, but that doesn't last. Come on, it never fucking lasts. Any post-apocalyptic movie, you know, the fucking meteor comes, people get together, they fucking gather their tears together, they fucking send the people up, they blow the meteor. Next thing you know, they're at each other's throats. Classic. That's what's gonna happen here. It was like a huge effort. People our generation didn't really feel this. And it's gonna die down. You know, go happy like, I done my part. And I'm not suggesting continuing it either, because people now are in the square and it's been resolved. And they're in the square because they want more things, like the elected government to quit. And I think that's bullshit, because I ain't trying to defend these people. I'm just saying, they're on the fucking radar now. Why not keep them there and fucking deal? You know, they have to deal with it. This is like the easy way out if you make them quit, right? Because other people who you don't know shit on fucking gonna come rule. In the end, the fucking government was elected. That's part of it too, man. I'm sure you want to change the whole of it, but maybe that's the lesson we should fucking learn, and we have to admit the consequences. What the fuck are you protesting now about? Now it feels like a last push. You know what I mean? It's like people feel they changed something, but they know, you know, the fucking spring is around the corner and summer is around the corner. And if they stay another 4 or 5 days longer, I feel like it's like, you know, I really done my part because I stayed another few days, but nothing got changed. And I feel like later on is gonna be an excuse to just do this. I think that's what the protests are now. What's the date, Aria? I mean today, like on the 9th of February. Fuck, St. Valentine's Day is coming. What a good time to not have a girlfriend. What? Hashtag resist. Even like within the protesters, you know, there was just like a little smugginess. You know what I mean? Like a girl was scrolling and she saw like an older person being on vacation. She's like, can you believe she left on vacation during these times? I'm like, motherfucker, you choose vacations 6 months prior, would you fucking quit on prepaid shit? Because everything is expensive now if you don't buy it 2 years in fucking advance. Would you quit on that shit? No, you're a fucking student, you know, you did your part, it's a good thing. You just drop the shit. Girls from the protest on Facebook, like, can you even imagine being with a guy who wasn't there? Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Are you bathing in this? Got the shit. That's how it is with countries too. You have to be like, you can't be a fan of a side too much. You have to also be self-correcting. You know, like always ask yourself a question too. Is my side still on the right side? Is this right? Like if you're not willing to fucking hear out the other dude, you know, you're not gonna get through with him. Just there's gonna be sides fighting. And the fucking gap is splitting now in the country. You know what I mean? Vice and all these fucking websites, they went there, try to film how stupid they are. And I'm just gonna say this was a blatant case of corruptions. On the finer things, we won't be so united in sides. We're gonna be back at each other's throats, like I just fucking said. So just going there and be like, oh, you know, there was this article about a young dude who went there and they pushed him up front. You know what I mean? You gotta show your assets, man. Of course, they thought he was one of them. He fucking put that young kid on. It was like it was so unheard of. They're on their heels, right? Don't you have to like be above this? Like just, this is one in our camp, you know, this is one for what I believe in, but also kind of like ask myself what the fuck I believe in every like year or so. And if the fucking flag, the fucking team, the fucking party that I associate myself with is still fucking on the principle I started, or do I still agree with it? We got the fucking upside now, so we're like vicious, you know? Give it a break, there's other fucking things to talk about, but of course, gossip fucking, it works. God knows I'm uninformed, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Dude, if you talk down to another person, he believes in his principle as strong as you believe in yours. You know what I mean? I think it should be like, dude, I think I'm right, but I'll give yours another thought. That's how the fuck I think it should be. If you just jump, you have a chance to like teach that person, right? Brings me to another point. It was cool that it was peaceful. That was the cool part of it, right? But that entitledness again, like, don't be too proud that it was peaceful. It was peaceful because they fucking took out the law like we wanted, but you always have to remember that, you know, what if they wouldn't? Eventually, somebody had to throw something for real, right? So I think peace is as maintainable as the malleability of the ones who enforce it, right? That's what I think. Which brings me to another point. It's my opinion. Y'all can agree or tell me to go fuck myself. It's my opinion that governments, when they can't rule through fooling people, they will rule through fear. And this might be just the conspiracy theorist in me, you know, but I'm just saying some shit's gonna burn, blow up or something in the next like 6 to 10 months. I'm calling it now. I hope I'm wrong. But that's what they do, right? Blow a little thing, mention the fucking, you know, the refugees a little bit, inspire some fear, you know what I mean? I think that's the next step. It's been done everywhere. It's been done in the US for fucking 15, 20 years, right? Why shouldn't we copy that since we copy everything? Said the Romanian dude who speaks in English. So we shouldn't lose ourselves too much in that pride for peacefulness either. Dude, you can be a peaceful guy if somebody attacks your family. Blood is gonna be shed.
Dude, corruption comes from within. And it's just like racism. The logical part is there on why you shouldn't be racist, but you still are because, you know, your little daddy told you. You know, you shouldn't fucking, the way he swore when he wasn't even talking to you. You know, your little grandpa said a little thing about a certain people. That sticks with you. You don't even know, you're a fucking kid, right? That's how it is with politics. That's why I fucking hate the signs, right? You put this little thing, you know, this party on this little kid. He had the fucking blast, you know, that night. He's gonna look like, oh, this is the right camp. Oh, he's gonna grow up. I've been in this party, loyal to this party since the first day. I was 6 years old when my mama took me to the revolution. of over 700,000 Romanians just on 1 square meter. God bless us. So you can't expect corruption to not come naturally. That means you're always in danger of being on your side. If, maybe the other side was on too long. They get comfy with the power, they want more. Human nature, what the fuck am I talking here? Every fucking episode. Never enough. Enough is never fucking enough. That's why when you go to the store, man, and there are 2 stores, one to the next, once you buy from one store, once you buy from the other store, man, it raises competition. It keeps the other in check. You know what I mean? Same with fucking parties. They stay in power too long, they start to think, their kids deserve to be their fucking next ruler. Like, what the fuck did a kid do? That's the worst fucking decision you could ever have, a kid. Like, just by default. I ain't talking about the great Bushes, of course. It was also a bit of a PR circus. You know what I mean? Now, do I think my fellow colleagues, vloggers and bloggers, some of them, do I think they overdid it a bit with the nationalism thing? The blood-soaked earth, the sky, I have never been so proud. Did they overdid it? A bit. But hey, everybody's gotta fucking eat. Right? In the end, I think the awareness of it was the best part. Just the wake-up call part. And I don't get to say this a lot, but at this point, pretty fucking proud to be a Romanian. Just for today. Thanks for listening.
Constantly